Power up.
What's going on, everybody? I'm George, aka Six Beast, aka the Bearded Beast. Here, sitting next to,
Hey, what's up? It's me, Eddie, aka and Teddy.
and we're here with the second episode of the Power Up Show. And I just want to go into a little bit of why it was so delayed. We're about 2 weeks late, and most of you already know that. Most of you that watch the stream already know that I was an idiot, and I got in trouble with the law, and I did not win. I fought the law and I did not win. I got in trouble with the law. I was being an idiot on the street, and I got arrested. I got arrested, and I was in for a little bit, and luckily, I got bailed out, and now I'm here, and I just want to apologize to you guys, the fans and the viewers, and Eddie, I want to apologize for delaying.
Apology accepted.
Thank you, but delaying the podcast, and I got to stop being an idiot. A lot of you that watch are really young, and so just learn from my mistakes. Don't be an idiot. Don't do stupid things out on the street. You will get arrested. You'll go into a place that you will not like. The food sucks. The people suck. All that. Well, the people don't suck too much. I made a couple friends in there, but yeah, it's not a good place. So don't go there.
How was it anyway? I never even bothered asking you about it. I mean, did you sleep in?
Yeah, I slept.
Did you have a private room or anything?
No. I had a cell for like the first day. Well, all right, I'll go into starters. First, when I got arrested, they took me to Whittier PD, and I was there for about a day and a half, and then they transferred me over to Downey PD, and Downey PD has no housing, so they sent me straight to county, LA County, and I went through processing for about a day and a half, so I didn't see a bed for about a day and a half.
Damn.
And I was just going through the process, fingerprinting, checking my health issues, checking the x-ray, checking my psyche and all that. And then getting my clothes, showering with a bunch of guys, and all that horrible stuff. And then they put us into where we were going to stay. And it was jam-packed. It was a pod with over 100 people in there. And
did you guys use the same restroom?
The way it works is it's 2 stories. The bottom is for the paisas, which is the Mexicans, the people, no papers or that just speak nothing but Spanish, and black people. And then the top is for white people and sureños, the cholos, the gangsters, whatever,
Right.
And I was a sureño because I ain't a paisa. I don't speak enough Spanish to.
What is that? I don't even know what that word means.
Sureño is a Southsider, South California.
Oh, okay.
Southsider. They rep the blue, and they're basically just gangsters. And they're real militant. Sureños are real militant about the way you act while you're in there, the way you conduct yourself and all that. So, I mean, the Sureños and the whites go alongside each other in county. And, yeah, I mean.
Is there a lot of hate in there?
It depends.
Like as much as you see on TV,
it's
or
not
movies?
It's not as much as you see. There's a lot of segregation, which kind of sucks because, I mean, there's a lot of black people there that were actually really cool. I remember talking to one guy about video games, and there's a lot in there that are really cool, but unfortunately.
I don't think I've ever met a black guy that doesn't like video games.
Yeah, but.
Or a guy, period, that doesn't like video games.
You can't, see, the shitty thing about it is you can't share food with them.
Why is that? Oh, is it you can't sit on the same table with them?
You can't sit on the same table. You can't share food with them. An open packet of food you can't share with them. You can't sit and play the same game. It's just real segregated. It sucks because, they were really cool in there. A lot of the guys in there were really cool. I met some really, really cool people in there, though, that were on my side of the clique. One of my boys that I actually grew up with in there. We played baseball at Rivera Park together, and his name was Mike. What up, Big Mike? If you ever watch this, I'll let you know when you get out. But yeah, Big Mike. And then there's Greñas Compton, I called him. His name's Gus. Shout out to Gus. He was my boy. Gus kind of woke me up when I was in there. Gus, he's an older cat, but he looks younger than me. I'm 24, and I look like I'm 40. He's 32, and he looks like he's 18. And that guy woke me up in there. He made me realize that everything that I've been doing, everything the way I've been acting, the way I've been conducting myself on the streets is just a stupid thing to do. Because I mean, I lose out. I lose on my family. I almost missed my daughter's first birthday. I did all kinds of stupid shit. And I could have messed up big time. They want to give me a year. So I mean, if I didn't get bailed out, I would have been in there. I would have missed my daughter's first birthday. I would have missed all kinds of stuff. My girl's birthday, everything. So he just kind of woke me up. He slapped me a little bit. Not physically, but he kind of he woke me up, and I just really want to apologize, and I'm sorry. That won't happen again. I'm on trial right now, and hopefully things work out, and I don't have to go again. But yeah, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, this is the second episode, and I know it was a little serious subject, but
it's been about 3 weeks
or
so. Yeah. But at least we're getting back on track.
Yeah, you don't want to go in there. The food sucks. But yeah, I mean, my big ass, they give me portions of food the size of my cell phone. The dinner was about the size of my cell phone, and they had a little salad and all kinds of shit. And you drink milk 24/7. That's all they give you, besides the sink water.
At least you got off during the time that Advanced Warfare came.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I was
didn't miss the Day Zero edition.
I was telling them, oh my God, I'm gonna miss Advanced Warfare. I was honestly scared for that and my daughter's birthday. But luckily, me and Eddie got the Day Zero edition of Advanced Warfare. And for those of you that watch the stream, know that we've been playing it nonstop. That game is absolutely amazing. It is so fun. Honestly, it's a breath of fresh air in the Call of Duty community. Like, coming from Ghost. You guys know how much I hate Ghost. I absolutely despise Ghost.
We all did.
Yeah.
I think everybody does.
I think that was the worst Call of Duty. And Advanced Warfare, out the box, I believe is the best Call of Duty out there. It's the absolute best, most fun to play.
I do have to admit that the fact that when the game came out, I thought it was going to crash the minute I got home. Like, oh, there's going to be so many people online, the servers are going to crash. But, I mean, I've been playing since, and not once has it crashed.
Sledgehammer did a good job of preparing. It lagged us out a couple times. It lagged us out a couple of times, but it's not a big deal because, I mean, day one was amazing. Day one was almost no lag. Hit detection is incredible in that game. Your mobility, like the way you can just jump around and get around the map, and
oh yeah, that I know for a fact that changed the way I look at Call of Duty now.
I don't think I could ever go back. I don't think I could ever go back. They have the no exosuit playlist, and I know other Call of Duties. I don't know if they're going to come out with exosuits in the other Call of Duties, but honestly, I don't know if I can go back to just running on the ground.
I think for sure, though, I don't think they'll ever go back. It's probably going to be just like the perks. They're just going to be permanent from now on.
Yeah, they might go back to it, but like you said, it might be a perk. Like, hey, if you want the exosuit, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do? But I don't think there's no going back for me.
I wonder if there's anybody. You know how they have that option that, hey, for those that don't want to do the exosuits, you can play the old school way of Call of Duty. We have these options. Is there anybody that even I haven't even bothered to check, but is there anybody that's doing that?
I haven't checked, but I know my boy Cabalucci. What up, puppy? He likes the classic playlist. He doesn't really dig on the new playlist too much. But he told me that he likes the classic. He's been wanting me to play with him. I haven't played with him because honestly, I love the exosuit.
I do like that there's like more action. Like even when you're running around and you can't find anyone, you're just like, well, hey, I'm just gonna fucking jump up.
I'm gonna jump around.
Yeah. And then that keeps you entertained. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, the strafe, like I even when you're running, you can do a tiny jump and strafe forward or strafe to the side. And if you're going towards a doorway, like little things like jumping and strafing to the side and shooting somebody, like if they're there, that's so awesome because it's so hard for them to follow
react.
You with the gun. Yeah,
to react to that. I do it all the time.
I've gotten killed so many times with that, and it's incredible. The game is incredible.
Yeah, that's when I get the campers. Those ones that are just hanging out in the corners. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna get you. Like they'll knock me out a couple times, then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna strafe them, and I do, and I fucking love it. I feel like I accomplished something.
Yeah. And especially coming from Ghost with those campers. But unfortunately, it seems like a lot of the campers are starting to make their way over. They're trying to camp, which pisses me off because
it takes time to find where to camp. Like you gotta find out. Okay, where in the map can I really?
But it pisses me off because it's like. This game gives you so many options of how to get around. Like, never before have you been able to get around the map like you are in this game, and you're choosing to sit in a fucking corner and play with a little tampon string hanging out of your fucking gay asshole and sit in the corner and wait for people to just run by. Like, it pisses me off that you can move around like never before, and that happens. Like, it's so stupid. I've gotten caught by a couple campers, but see, the beauty about the exosuit is you're able to strafe into a room and fuck them up, and they don't have time to react. Or if they're hiding just behind a little box or something, you're able to jump over them and land behind them and kill them. And it's amazing. The game is just amazing. It's not made for campers, and that's why a lot of them, they don't do good. The campers aren't doing good. They try and they just get annihilated. It's not made for campers. The maps are designed with verticality in mind, and they're amazing maps. The maps are huge and they're well made, and it's a really, really fun game to play. High action, very fast paced. Hit detection's incredible. What else? The graphics are great. The campaign mode, I only played about 2 minutes of. This morning, I streamed all fucking night, and I was exhausted when I got off, but I wanted to see what the campaign mode looked like. And I played 2 minutes of it, and the campaign mode, I could not tell if they were actors or if they were computer-generated characters. It's that good of graphics and resolution. It's amazing.
I know. I got a chance to check out a couple people on Twitch just randomly playing the campaign. Because I personally don't like the campaigns. I've never been one to jump into the campaigns in Call of Duty. However, I did check it out, and it does look really beautiful, and they did a really good job, and the story looks like a lot of fun. But I just think I'm over Call of Duty campaigns. I've tried them before, and it's just not for me in general.
And that I don't get, because Call of Duty campaigns are incredible. No matter how shitty the game is, they've always been incredible campaigns.
It's just the fact that hey, you got to follow this one guy, and you're just kind of limited to I'm just gonna hang out in one corner and wait till all these bots come out, and you just shoot them around, and then you gotta wait till he reacts and then moves forward from there.
Yeah, but that's why you gotta try out this campaign, because though I haven't played it entirely, everybody's saying that it breaks away from that typical Call of Duty campaign where you have to follow this guy and shoot a couple people.
But it's still there. I mean, it's not something that hasn't gone away.
They say it's there for a little bit, and they said they broke away. They even have a stealth mission where you're just by yourself and you're like trying to get away, trying to move about the map in a stealthy way and kill off people one by one. And so I mean, Sledgehammer, man, they made me a fan. They made me a huge fan. I don't know how Treyarch's gonna do. I don't know how the other ones are gonna do. Honestly, Infinity Ward and Treyarch, I don't know what they're gonna do. I can't see them making a better game, and I hope they do. Don't get me wrong. I hope they do.
Well, I do gotta say, personally, I've been playing Call of Duty since at least Modern Warfare 2, and I gotta say, Modern Warfare 3 was my favorite.
Modern Warfare 2 was my favorite.
And ever since then, I just kind of feel like they dropped the ball on each other game that came out after that. Black Ops 2, I lost interest so
I love
quickly.
that game. I still play it. If you guys want to play it, let me know. I still play. I play with Kelly. What up, Kelly? That's my girl, man. We play. That game's bad. She brought me back into the game. I love Black Ops.
And
Black Ops 2.
But I gotta say, this one, they did nail the game. It was fucking awesome. My question to you is, what is your favorite gun class
in Advanced Warfare?
In Advanced Warfare.
Fuck. One of my boys told me to try out the Bal 27, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. But
what is that, like a machine gun, or?
It's a submachine gun, I think. Don't kill me if I'm wrong.
Well,
I just got the game. But yeah, the Bal 27, I've been doing so good with. I've been beasting. It's so hard to stay alive in this game. It's hard to stay alive.
I gotta say, I've been playing a lot of free for all. So far, it's my favorite thing in the game. Because I'm a rusher. I don't like sitting around and waiting for somebody pass by to shoot. And so for me, with free for all, the fact that you're not in a team and you're all out to get each other, I can run around with my KF5, which is my favorite submachine gun. I love it. And I ever since I got that gun, when I first started playing the game, first of all, let's backtrack a little bit. When I first got the game, I had a hard time playing because I was missing all my shots, all my guns are weak, all my perks suck. But now that I got the KFI and I got some nice setup, I did do a little bit of research on what kind of guns are the best. And I gotta admit that so far up to now, this is my favorite gun. And in free for all, man, I'm able to do 30 and 7 or 25 and 5. I've been able to do really good with this gun. and it's mainly because it's free for all. I'm not in a fucking team. I'm out to get everybody, and I love that. I just love everything about free for all, man. As far as the newer ones, I don't know if you had the chance to play the one where you actually grab the ball. Where it's called a satellite.
I played that last night
I
with my
played
boy,
it.
with my boys fucking A. Vincenzo and Woody. I played with Woody last night, and I played with
It's actually a lot
Young
of fun.
Seven and who else was it? Crystal. I played with Crystal last night too. We had a team. We had a whole team, and it was awesome. That game mode is
It's really cool because it's kind of like, hey, here's like a sports version
Yeah.
of playing Call of
And
Duty.
you know what?
You know?
And that game is made for you to be a team in. You have to be a team.
Yeah.
You have to watch that guy's back who has the ball. You have to shout out, hey, I'm right here. Hey, I'm right here. There's a guy right here. Watch your back. Go the other way. You have to have teamwork in that game, and that's what I love because you know what? The boys I play with, man, our teamwork is on point. We're always saying we're calling out where we see enemies, and it was just amazing. That's a fun game mode.
I definitely do like it. And I do like Hardpoint. Hardpoint's also a really good one. I can't stop playing that. I play that a lot with
I
Woody
don't
and
like
them.
S&D. I hate S&D because you know what? Like I said, it is hard to stay alive in this game. It's so hard to stay alive, and I hate waiting for my turn. So
Yeah, I hate that when you get shot. I'm assuming Search and Destroy is the same way.
S&D.
Like this version, at least, is like you die and that's it. You
And
just
you
wait
have to
till the game's
Yep,
over.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not like into that either because you just wait around.
A lot of competitive people are into that game because it's like, oh, how long can he stay alive and this and that. But I don't like it.
I do
if
like
I die,
I do like Infected. I know I
In
like
fact, I
that.
played-
Is
I
that
played the
on
new
here?
one. It
Is that on
dude.
Advanced
It is
Warfare?
so
I haven't had a
exciting.
chance.
Even if you're the infected, you can.
Oh,
you
that's
you
right.
just
I
jump.
did play. I
Yeah.
don't know if you were on that day, but I played a lot with
I
the
don't know
Junior
if
in
you
it. That shit was a lot
It's
of fun.
fun, man.
Yeah,
The
I
fact
did
that
love it.
even the infected have
And
exosits.
even you have
It's so
exosits,
fucking
and you can
awesome.
actually like there you can run and you can jump and you can like strive to a different
Yeah.
strafe to a different side.
Basically, you have
Like,
all the
it's
same
fucking
abilities
awesome.
except for
Yeah.
the gun.
Oh, like when you're an infected back on Ghost, like right when you're the last guy, that's it. You're kind of fucked. You just you're not even gonna last long. They're gonna find you so quick.
Yeah.
But with this game, like I
With
played a
the
couple
exosuit?
rounds, with the exosuits, I was able to run away from these
Yeah.
guys for a lot longer and last a lot longer.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what, you'd still die, but you're able to last a lot longer.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
what I
Because
like.
I mean, the exosuit, like I said, I mean, it just gives you so many options. It gives you so many options. Sledgehammer, I doubt you'll ever watch this, but if this ever gets to you, I love you guys. You guys brought back Call of Duty for me. Ghost killed it for me, but you guys did an amazing job. This game is on point. And you know what? They listen. Sledgehammer listens because they had a glitch, and I forgot what map it was. A. Vincenzo told me about it, and they fixed it within 12 hours. They fixed the patch. There's still glitches in Black Ops 2 and in Ghost that nobody fixed.
I think that's one of those things. Like when there's glitches and you're already so far in, it's just kind of like, well, why even bother going back? We're already working on the next game.
Yeah, but Sledgehammer, they're still listening and they're still doing their shit, and it's such a good game. If you don't have the game, and if you're on the fence, you can watch me or Eddie play it every night. For me, it's around 11 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm pretty sure it's around the same for Eddie. He gets on a little bit earlier than me sometimes. But you can watch us on twitch.tv/sixbeast, SIXXBEAST, and
Well, you can Nintedi.
/Nintedi.
Yeah, it's just NINTEDDIE.
And you can watch us, and you can watch us play it if
Or
you're
you
on the
can
fence.
just
about it.
join us if you want.
Yeah,
We
you
have
can play
a
with
PS4.
us. We can do share play if you're on the fence. But yeah, it's a great game.
The next subject is by I'm probably gonna pronounce this wrong. It's Lamanchur. It's Mike at Lanchur. Lamanchur. I
I'm
don't
sure
know how
he
to
knows.
pronounce it.
Yeah.
But anyway, he wants to talk about the TMNT reboot. He wants to know our opinions. And I got to say, like, I'm a huge fucking Ninja Turtles fan. Like, if anybody that knows me, I grew up with that shit. I'm a diehard fan.
Full
Yeah,
of Ninja Turtle toys.
I collect
He's
the
a
new action figures.
25-year-old man, 27-year-old man. He looks young, that's why.
But
He's a 27-year-old man with a closet full of Ninja Turtle toys, and I don't blame him.
And
I'd buy nothing but Spawn if I had that.
And I gotta say, like, even to this new Nickelodeon series, a lot of people they don't enjoy it, but the story in that series is so good. I even admit going back to the original Ninja Turtles, like the ones I grew up with, the late 80s, early 90s, like that series doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up at all, other than it has nostalgia moments. But this series, I love the fact that it's almost like a comic book, that the story is all aligned, and each one is the next episode, but it ties in with the past episode, and there's cliffhangers. It's fucking awesome. It's almost like a soap opera for like kids, but it's such a great fucking show, and you guys got to check it out. But as far as the movie goes, I feel like they did a great job with the turtles. The turtles themselves. I mean, other than the fact that I don't like that they're 6 feet tall, because it defeats the purpose, in my opinion. Because instead of fighting the ninjas like they should, because hello, they're ninjas, they just fucking grab the soldiers and they just throw them around like nothing.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, like I wanted to go and see these turtles use their weapons.
I think the reason why they made them so big is that they wanted to bring a little bit of realism into how unstoppable Shredder was. They wanted to show you this big guy, and see, that's just Americans for you. That's Michael Bay.
Yeah, bigger and better.
Yeah, bigger,
is
fucking
always
stronger,
better.
all that. Look at Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee with this little tiny guy that fucked everybody up. And that's been the whole Asian lifestyle is you're a little guy, but you're able to defend yourself.
I guarantee you, if they ever made a Bruce Lee movie, and they did, I guarantee you the Americanized version, they would throw CGI in there, and they would make him 6 feet tall, and they would throw explosions in there. And that's just something that that we Americans, I hate.
Yeah.
But Americans, it's just like one of those guilty pleasures. The story, you're gonna go in knowing, hey, this movie's not gonna be fucking good, but the action is, and that's what I want to pay for.
Yeah, and you don't gotta be a big bad motherfucker to be a big bad motherfucker. Like you look at Tony Jaa. He's another martial artist. I don't know if any of you are familiar with martial artists and stuff like that, but you got Bruce Lee, you got Tony Jaa, Jet Li, Jackie Chan. All these guys, if I were to walk into a bar and I was ignorant as fuck and I didn't know who they were, I'd walk into a bar, get drunk, and think I could take them, and they would murder me. I'd be on Channel 5 morning news, fucking big idiot guy tries to fight 5 Asians and gets murdered. Like they're bad. They're bad little guys. And you don't need to be Brock Lesnar, this big fucking ripped American, to be a badass. And I think that was their whole point in TMNT. Well, I think they wanted to show huge fucking Shredder beating the shit out of. I
think it's because the people that put the money in on it, they don't believe in the story, or they don't believe in these characters as much to think, hey, maybe
Hollywood kills everything.
So like they don't care. They don't think, hey, this story is already fucking great. Hello, it's been around for almost fucking 30 years. Mm-hmm. That alone says a lot. There's diehard fans. The new series is going based on the classic series. It's making all the right moves.
I do like that. You don't like the size of them, but I do like the way they made Raphael look. Because Raphael's personality, it kind of just goes.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. The way they look, it took a while, and I guarantee you 100% of everybody on the internet had that same issue. One, right? Michelangelo's the party one. No. Okay, yes. I guess he's a smart ass.
He's a smart one. He's a smart one.
No, that's Donnie. Okay, Donnie's a smart ass.
See,
he's a smart one.
I haven't watched it in so long, I forgot. But I am a huge fan.
Donnie's the technician.
Donatello,
he's the smart one.
I don't like all the eye shit they put on him. All that fucking high tech shit.
I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, all that was cool. I don't mind that. But the nerdy glasses, that was just kind of like, all right, come on. We already get he's nerdy. We don't have to go back to the, hey, we need some broken glasses with some tape wrapped around it, just so that they can get it that he's a nerd. Like,
I do like that they added that Michelangelo was all in love with April, though.
Yeah, in the Nickelodeon series, it's Donnie that's in love with April. Okay, so they changed it because they know, hey, like Mikey kind of, he's
more reserved.
No, not reserved. He's more like the hey, I'm the party guy. I'm the funny one. He's kind of the comedy relief kind of in many ways, because he's always making jokes. And throughout the whole movie, he's cracking jokes, and I love that about Mikey. That's who Mikey is, And he's the one that, out of all of them, because he's the youngest, he's not as trained as the rest of them, so he lacks that skill, but he cracks jokes because of it. You know what I mean?
See, this is the thing. When you give us subjects about our favorite things, we'll talk about it forever. We're not even talking about the movie too much.
Going back, we are. We're still going back. Going back to what you said about.
One thing I didn't like about the movie, and it's not the story or anything, it's Michael Bay. And
it's not even Michael Bay. It's Jonathan Liebsman that did the film. Michael Bay was a producer.
Okay, yeah, but Michael Bay, they did his camera angles. And the thing I don't like about Michael Bay's camera angles is if you watch the movie, the whole beginning 30 minutes are just unnecessary B-rolls and unnecessary zoom outs and all this shit, and that pisses me off because you don't need that. I love Michael Bay movies because I mean they're high action packed movies, but for Ninja Turtles and shit like that, you didn't need that many B-rolls. You didn't need that many zoom outs and zoom ins and side scrolls, and it was too much. It was too much.
There was only one scene in that whole movie that bothered me most, that I kind of feel like you could have done without this scene, and I bet it cost you a lot of money to do this fucking. And it was like, I kid you not, it was like a quick 5-10 second scene, and it was a scene where Raphael throws his, I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like a rope, which I don't understand because that's Mikey's weapon. It's like a nunchuck that extends into like a rope, and he's able to throw it really far and shit. And for some reason, Raph had it in this one. But he pulls April, and then they show April land on top of the roof, and they do that whole, motion thing that you're talking about. And it was clearly animated. Like, it was so fucking obvious it was animated. And it threw me off. It threw me out of the movie, like, instantly. Like, I was just like, what the fuck is that?
Michael Bay, every time he did that, it threw me out of the movie, too.
And I was just
enjoying
that
it
was
up until those...
And that was the only scene, like even the scene where they go from one sewer cap to the next sewer, where Donnie kind of kicks his leg out. Did you see that scene? Yeah. Obviously, that was really animated, but
I mean,
that
scene,
the whole movie was CGI, so that scene I can go with. But the fact that they made April a CGI scene just to show that, hey, Raphael threw her on the roof, like, you could have fucking gone another way where, like, hey, just fucking show a quick clip of her just falling on the floor, like.
Yeah, but she's too pretty to fall.
I don't know. I thought that scene was bullshit. That was the only scene when I walked out the whole movie was thinking, like, I was thinking that didn't need to be in there, and that probably cost him.
There's
like
a lot of things in that movie that didn't need to be in there.
That probably cost him hundreds of dollars. My thing, going back to your argument about Asians and them not being strong. The movie is based Shredder. Yeah, well, yeah, and Shredder, he's Asian, and my argument with the movie is they didn't do him justice at all. First of all, Splinter and Shredder weren't even related. They have nothing to do with each other.
That was real lame. Because the whole reason why I love their thing is because they knew each other.
That brotherhood,
They had the brotherhood and split. I love stories like that.
Yeah, they split because of a girl. That's what happened. Was in the original story, is Oroku Saki, which is Shredder. He fell in love with Splinter's girl or wife, I guess, and they had like a daughter, and that's
Shredder's a fucking hater.
That's what caused him to go to the dark side in many ways.
He had this grudge for 30 years because he couldn't get a girl.
He couldn't let it go.
Fucking hater.
Till now he can't let it go. Like in the comic books, he's still going after the Turtles were kind of non-existent. He was after one guy and one guy only, and that was Splinter. And then the Turtles just happened to be sort of in his way when he found them, And then he realized, they're related to Splinter in many ways, and that's just a long story. But in the movie, it was clearly obvious that William Finchner was supposed to be Shredder, and I know that they did a bunch of post-credit or post edits where they went back and they did a couple reshoots, and in that take, I think they decided to, hey, let's just throw in some random Asian. And let's call him Shredder.
I think that's what they did because you know what? Leading up to the part where they showed Shredder, I thought that guy was going to be Shredder.
Yeah,
I thought, what's his name?
William Finchner.
I thought he was going to be Shredder. They made it seem like he was going to be Shredder.
Even in the very first trailer ever, which like almost a year ago, they showed him picking up the mask in that scene. Wasn't even in the fucking movie. Yeah. And another thing was, there's an action figure that I bought, which was Raphael in his classic, what is it called? Where they wear the hat and then the glasses. Like he was in disguise. So basically, he was a Raphael in disguise. That action figure, there was footage of it. Like that shit exists, and I know it's gonna be in the movie. But that shit didn't make it in the movie either. Like I know it's gonna be in the DVD or the
like the part from these movies where he goes out on his own and he kind of does his thing.
Where he's in his little disguise.
Where he meets fucking what's his name?
Where he meets Casey Jones.
Casey Jones, I fucking love Casey Jones. They need to bring him in.
Well, I'm sure they'll bring him in the next series.
I fucking love Casey Jones.
But I just think overall, like, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. The movie was fucking awesome. I was happy. I walked away. I watched the movie 4 times. I went to the theaters 4 times. I've never done that for any film. But to me, I'm a diehard Turtles fan, and I just felt like I had to, and I enjoyed every fucking moment I went. The Turtles, they did justice. Splinter, they did justice. The action was justice, and it was one of the best fucking. Everybody knows that it was one of the best summer scenes, like the summer action scenes. Like Die Hard was the mountain when they're going down.
When they were
It
going
was
down.
fucking
That was bad.
awesome.
That was fucking
And
bad.
I bet that cost tons of money.
Oh yeah.
But at the end,
That was really well made too, like choreographed and all
yeah,
that shit.
really good. The whole movie was real. The action was fucking awesome. The turtles are fucking hilarious. They're funny.
They were funny.
I didn't
laughed
think I
hard.
was gonna get into.
My girl did not like it, but I laughed. I laughed hard.
I didn't think Johnny Knoxville was gonna be good for
He was good.
Leonardo,
I
but
couldn't even tell that he was Johnny Knoxville.
I couldn't tell
He
either.
did a good
I
job.
think he pulled it off, which I think they were aiming for. We need that one character that's gonna stand out vocal wise,
Yeah.
and he pulled it off.
All right, so
The next subject is from Rob.
so we like it. We
loved it.
We liked it. I still prefer the original, but we liked it. And back to Advanced Warfare. Sorry guys. Rating wise, I give it a strong 9. I give it a strong 9.
I'll take that. I did say in the last podcast that I thought it was gonna be shit. I'm not taking it back because I guarantee you, and I feel that the hype is still there, but it will die quick.
No.
It will die.
No.
And I guarantee you, maybe a couple months from now, I will personally stop playing the game.
You're already getting mad because it's hard for you to stay alive.
Well, now I found a new gun and I'm in love with it.
There you go.
But it's also the level I'm playing, not the level like I play free for all and I love free for all. I play free for all. I hate team deathmatch.
The game mode.
The game mode. Yeah,
Okay.
the game mode.
All right, well.
So this next one is from Rob Don.
What up, Robs?
How do you Robs? Robs, I don't even know how to pronounce your last name, but Don Zalier.
Just call him Robs. What up, Robs?
Okay, so
my brother.
So his thing is, what games are you excited for, and what are the expectations with the next gen capabilities?
That's a good question, Robs.
My thing is, I still want them to upgrade Twitch. I still want to have, more options, and I want to be more free to do, like, hey, let me set up my page the way I want. I hate that it's limited in many ways, where on the PC or even the Xbox has much more freedom and
I think it's because of the power of the CPU in the console. I think it's just, for what it is, it's just, it can't push that much. That's why you need a laptop or a tower that has a certain capability, certain amount of power, certain amount of RAM and all that to run your Twitch the way you want it. And I think the consoles can't do that right now. Me personally, I want a laptop so I can run the Elgato and I can run that and make the stream look better and make the viewers able to choose music of their liking and to get notifications, and all that stuff.
Or the subs and all the
followers. I don't think the consoles have the power to do that.
I know. I admit that it's not going to run as good as a PC does. I mean, for a long time, PC's been ahead of the game as far as graphics.
No, but it's not even just
power.
PC. I think it's just the fact, even if I wanted to stream my PS4 through the computer, the reason why you have to do that is because the tower or the laptop has more power than what's in your console. Right. And that's why you're able to do what you do on Twitch on a PC rather than on a console. And it does suck. I admit it does suck. I do want a dedicated Twitch app, and they're getting better on PS4, but they need to do a couple more things, with it. I want a dedicated Twitch app. I want it to run better. One thing I really hate about Twitch on the PS4 is that sometimes I'll get like 30 or 40 viewers, and it'll just crash. It'll crash. The stream will crash.
I haven't had that problem.
I've had that
never hit
so
that.
many times.
I've never hit that level.
Well, what sucks is it'll crash, and then sometimes it'll do good. Like last night I had 103. My highest I had 250 viewers, and it's just, sometimes it crashes, and it really pisses me off. But, again, like he says, he hasn't hit that number. So those of you watching, especially if you're the Bearded Brotherhood, go show him some love, give him some follows, watch his stuff. Because when I'm not on, Eddie's on. He streams during the day and stuff like that, too. So give him a follow at twitch.com, twitch.tv/Ninteddy, NINTEDDIE. All right, so go give him some love. But, yeah.
One thing I did like a lot about the new
update
new update 2.0, was the USB music.
YouTube.
I fucking love. YouTube has problems, but
No, they fix it with 2.0.
Okay, but the USB music, even though like the Twitch people can't hear it, I get more pumped up to play my game. I love it. I feel like games and music go together. They go together very well, and it gets me more pumped up to talk more and be more active with my followers.
Yeah, when they introduced stuff like that with the PS3, I was excited. I used to play Street Fighter 4. Was it Street Fighter 4?
Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4, and I used to play like Ingve Malmsteen or Manowar in the background while I'm playing this badass action game, and that pumped me up to play the game, and it pumped me up to do the multiplayer, and it pumped me up to do all that shit. So,
if you ask me, that's something that they should have put in from the beginning. You know, that should have been like just being able to play music in the background.
In
like
the PS4?
Yeah, that should have been the first thing. One of the first things.
They focused on gaming.
But
they did a great job.
They did, but those are little things that I think like that should have been like one of the main things. But the way they did it, I like it. I'm happy now. I can I enjoy it. It's 1 year later. They've improved a lot in this system. What else? I hope maybe one day they, I hate that it's a 500 gigabyte PlayStation.
Yeah, they should.
And I guarantee you, maybe a year from now, or if not, if it might even be right around the corner, where they'll do like another upgrade. Hey, buy this PS4; it's gonna be 1 terabyte.
Yeah, they're gonna do it because you know what? 500 gigabytes in the PS3 era was a lot. I've had my PS3 for 6 years.
It didn't even start off with
years.
500 gigabytes.
No, I know.
The first one started off with
16, 75. No.
No, it was 16 gigabytes.
No,
I think
that's
for
too
the
little.
PS3. No,
That's way too little. Google it. I doubt it.
PS3.
That's way
it might
too
have been
little.
the PS2, but
it was 75 or 80, the start off point. But I did for the PS3 6-7 years later, and I barely ran out of room. I barely fucking ran out of room on that shit.
I already ran out of my room. I had to delete a lot of shit.
Now on the PS4, I'm close to being out of room, and it sucks because I've only had it for about 6 months. But yeah, version update 2.0 was great. I mean, they finally brought YouTube in, and with the update 2.01, I believe it is. They fixed some little issues that were in update 2.0, and I love it now. I love it. It runs so much smoother. The friends list works. YouTube's amazing. Now I was able to finally sign in and upload my shit. And I don't know if you've uploaded from YouTube straight from your PS4, but it's actually good quality. It's actually runs
I haven't
good,
done that yet.
and it's fast.
I haven't done it. I've been doing I do like that on Twitch, on the Twitch website. I haven't done it on the PS4, but on the Twitch website, I do love that you can like do the highlights and you can export that to YouTube.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
cool.
love that because that saves me so much time. It says here the original PlayStation 3, the original console started off at 20 gigs.
Damn.
20 gigs, 40 gigs, and 60 gigs.
Holy shit.
I remember when they did the Slim, it was 80 gigs up to like 300 gigs.
I had 80 gigs.
Why even bother? Why not just go, hey, we're just going to put, I get the fucking first one.
One thing I wish that they did with the PS4, as I wish on the next update that comes, whatever, I hope that they're able to accept external hard drives, because I don't want to go get a 1 terabyte hard drive, replace it in my PS4, and then lose everything.
But that means you might lose one of your USB slots. Yeah,
So
I already
so
have a hard time. I wish they would have offered more slots for the USB. That's something they clearly could have put in there.
I have the charger that only uses one USB. Oh,
One
it doesn't even use one
it's just
USB.
Plugged
Plugged into the wall, and
wall.
it charges both. So I don't need.
See,
I have my headsets.
I have
on
I have the problem of always having to be charging something, whether it's my first or second controller or having to charge my headphones, and then I use my one of my USB slots to be able to use my headset, and then I use the other USB slot. Oh no, yeah. So I use them all the time. And now I have my USB music, so I have to have a USB connected to it. So no matter what, I always have both those slots being used up. I wish they would have, maybe offered a third or fourth slot. Or if not, maybe in the future, like, give us a little adapter or something where we can add more slots,
I'm sure
I think it would be really cool to hop out.
All this stuff is it's minor stuff that we're crying about. We got an amazing console, the best console we've ever had in our lives, and people still find reasons to cry. I admit, even though I'm saying this, I cry about a couple things that are missing. But it's just in the world we're in now. We're spoiled little brats that get really cool things, and we still cry about shit.
Yeah, that's true. I remember hearing it from one guy that said, come on, like, why are we bitching? It was a comedian. He's like, why are we bitching? We're bitching about, like, oh, it takes 10 seconds to download something from this. That takes too long. Shouldn't be that way. Yeah. I remember when we were kids, we didn't have that fucking privilege at all.
If you did have internet, if you did have DSL, you were God amongst your friends, and it took about 2 days
Before
to download
that, it was AOL, right? AOL.
You got mail.
And that was the worst. I mean, going back to all that shit, I remember going back and just to download a photo of like a naked chick.
Or porn.
It took like a couple days.
Watching porn sucked on that because it fucking kept glitching and kept stopping.
It just kept freezing and shit. So now, I think we're just really spoiled.
That's why I waited for late night infomercials.
Or just magazines.
Or magazines. I hate magazines.
Like your mom's
Victoria's
Secret magazines.
Or her Vogue had naked chicks in it sometimes.
Sometimes we'd even scoop low to the Macy's magazines.
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
laundry.
I mean, fuck it. Sometimes if you had nothing around, yeah, you get the Macy's magazine, the underwear fucking ads. Fuck it.
I have a question that was just brought up to me right now, live by Junior. I don't know if he has a Twitter account, but he says, "What was your common game you guys played as kids?"
A very common one.
A common game we played as kids.
Mario was like the most common. Depending on what age, because once I got my PlayStation,
like when you got your PS3, we were playing constantly. We were constantly playing Street Fighter 4.
No?
As kids, I can't
Mortal
recall.
Kombat.
I can't recall, but where you and I actually hung out a lot, like, and we played these
Ninja
games.
Turtles as kids.
TMNT.
Yeah. Shell. What was it?
Spawn was one of them.
Back in Time. What?
I remember Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time. That one, as kids, me and Eddie played all the time together. Spawn was huge.
I know Street Fighter 4 has to be like definitely one of them.
Mortal Kombat's been in my whole life.
Even though I can't stand playing with this guy on Mortal Kombat. What else? I mean, I can't even think. I mean, we played a lot of Call of Duty.
We played Killer Instinct.
Call of Duty.
Tool Rock was fucking awesome. We used to take
Tool
turns.
Rock was really cool.
We used to take turns with Tool Rock.
The 64. Oh, I got it. I don't even remember. Dude, WrestleMania. WrestleMania 2000.
Dude, that game was awesome. That game was fucking awesome. They looked like
love
bricks.
That game. And then we had No Mercy too. Yeah, and they would like the shit
WCW
you can do
Nitro
with that
on the
game.
PlayStation.
Yeah, the shit you can do with that game like was just fucking phenomenal.
It looked so real at the time,
yeah,
but if you look at it now, they just look like
well,
boxes.
because we went from 16 gigs to 64. For 16 pixels to 64, which was a fucking huge jump. And we went from 2D to 3D. So that was just like I don't even think the impact from PS3 to PS4 was as big as.
Fuck you.
No, I'm telling you, like for me and for a lot of gamers, probably they can't tell the.
Look at he's got glasses on.
Shut the
People
fuck
he
up.
can't see, but for me and everybody else, I mean, it went from 30 frames a second to 60.
To me,
and
for a
1080p.
person like me,
1080p wasn't the PS3, but still, it looks so much better. So much better.
Oh, it runs better for sure, but
and it looks better.
Going back to like WrestleMania, man, that
better.
I remember so many late nights that you and I would just play that, and we would like be in groups, and we would team up and do like
Goldberg, baby, Goldberg.
we would do like team ups and shit like that, and then we also like would battle.
We had
each
everybody
other
from the block that would come over and we'd play together. And
yeah,
shit.
that was one of those games that people would come over.
I
just
miss
to play.
local
that
play.
And GoldenEye.
I miss local play because of those video games as kids. I really miss local play.
That's
like
something.
Having everybody from the block coming over.
That is something that I do appreciate that Nintendo still does.
Local play. Yeah.
Local play is still huge in
huge,
Nintendo. It's still like Smash Brothers is right around the corner, and Smash Brothers is definitely like one of those games like you can play multiplayer online, but it's not the same as if you were here with like 5 or 6 people and we're all just taking turns playing game and just having a fucking blast and drinking a couple beers. Like that's something that you can't do. That
with
lacks.
Call of Duty
even
with anything.
Yeah, even with Mario Kart 8, man. When I got that game, all my friends were coming over and we were playing that shit. We team up. There'd be like 4 people playing at once.
It was slow.
Because you're not into like that kind of.
I mean, I was as a kid, but I don't know. It was just slow. I mean, probably because it has been so long since I've been played any of those consoles that going back to it was just like, fuck, it's really slow, you know?
I just appreciate that Nintendo hasn't like given up that multiplayer thing. Like the fact that they still do 4. They do 5 controllers now, yeah. And on Super Smash Brothers, the new one that's coming out, Super Smash Brothers 4, you can play up to 8 people in one round in one game.
Huge.
Yeah, like
that's
8 controllers connected, and you can play. That's crazy. Before I remember when it went from
sleepover time.
I remember
sleepovers.
I remember when it went from 2 controllers to 4 controllers.
That was huge.
That's now we're just doubling up on that shit. That's something you can't do with the PlayStation.
No.
I think they even tried that with the PS2, where they had that little V-shaped thing, and there was 4 controller slots. But no one ever bought that shit. No one ever did it. It was.
You
a
can
waste
have
of
up
time.
to 8. No, now in the PS3 and PS4 era, you can have up to 8. Can't you?
Local?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
For Little Big Planet, you're able to have a lot.
Maybe Little Big Planet, because I know you can do 4 players on that. But I don't know if you can do that local wise. Can you?
Yeah,
Is that a local thing?
I think you can.
Which is right around the
Well,
corner.
because now
too,
it's just fucking it's Bluetooth now, so it's not hard. It's not like you have to plug it in. So now you have that capability.
I guess that is true. It's not something that is mainstream, I guess you can say.
But the biggest game we played together as kids. Sorry, we go. I'm telling you, when you bring nostalgia into our like conversations, we'll go on forever because we miss the good old days. We love the consoles we have now. We love all the new technology, but we miss the good old days. But favorite game growing up that we played together.
I have to say it's WrestleMania 2000.
Probably, yeah.
I have to say that.
I mean, just because of how much fun we had, with that game, and
yeah, man. I mean,
I
remember that's when you got around and you got yourself a 64.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And it was like the see-through 64. I think it was purple, right?
The
purple one.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that. I was fucking jealous when you got that because it was like see-through and he had a see-through controller. And then I had the original one. That's a problem with getting
Still
something.
has it. It's right there.
That's the problem with getting original consoles that first come out.
Yeah, you don't get the
you don't get the newer
stuff.
versions.
Yeah.
You don't get like the Destiny version of the PS4, the white one was so fucking sexy.
It is
and
sexy.
I kind of wish I wanted to go sell my PS4, pay a couple extra $100 to upgrade for the white version.
Yeah, or you could just go to Taco Bell. Shout out to Taco Bell. They're doing the Destiny $5 box. You can get a Destiny pack,
That's true.
You can just go and try it out.
Look at that. We're not even advertising. We're not getting paid for this shit.
Taco Bell, if you're watching, I love you. I have my own special burrito that they make me over there in Whittier that they know my special burrito. I order it every day, every time I'm there.
If you're listening, bring back that volcano taco, goddammit.
Oh, that volcano
that
taco.
Shit was so amazing. And then they went around and they
was so horrible for my asshole though.
They beat it around the bush and they said like, well, we don't want to pay for the nacho spicy sauce, so we'll just do a fiery taco.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit, dude. That shit's not. It's good.
Still good. I get it in my double decker.
It's good, but I get it by default. I get it because it's the only spicy
and
taco.
Bring back the Southwest Steak Bowl, you cheap motherfuckers. That shit was awesome.
What else do we got? Oh, okay. So he wanted us to talk about games that we were excited about. I know there's Grand Theft Auto 5. There's Far Cry 4. I mean, for me, there's Smash Brothers. George and we had a discussion about this before we even started.
And all kinds of games.
And there's
2015 is incredible. Mortal Kombat. Fuck.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Fuck.
That's also one of those games I forgot. I know that I'm gonna get the game.
Ed Boon, I'm gonna fucking put this on your Twitter. I'm gonna tweet out this podcast. Please watch. Put Spawn in Mortal Kombat. I love you, Ed Boon.
I would love to see Spawn
Put
in the
Spawn.
game. I think he would
fits.
work perfectly. Yeah,
he fits. And if you guys agree, please tweet at Ed Boon. Or comment, so that way when he sees it, if he sees it, he's a busy man, but hopefully he sees it. Put Spawn, please. He's been my favorite character ever since I was a child, and he fits the Mortal Kombat look and everything. He fits in the realm. It fits.
Hey, they fucking made DC work,
Yeah,
so
they made DC work, and you had a.
That makes me want to see Ninja Turtles versus.
They were actually talking about it.
Mortal Kombat. I would love to see that. Like them, even the way they look now, all bulked up and shit. The way they
probably
look now.
don't do that because there's only 4.
But it's not even just 4. Like you got fucking Baxter Stockman, you got Shredder, you got Rocksteady, Bebop, you got all kinds of fucking characters.
That'd be pretty.
Lizardhead, Leatherhead.
Being a kid and being the nostalgia, that'd be awesome to play.
Dude, if I can make my own game, that would be the first game I make. Is Mortal Kombat versus TMNT.
I'm sure there's some YouTube video of somebody.
I'm sure that shit exists.
But yeah, I mean,
there's Grand Theft Auto. I think I'm gonna get by default.
I'm gonna get it. Yeah, it's just Grand Theft Auto.
But I don't know. I've never been a big fan of the series. I know there's tons of them.
I lost a couple. I lost out on a couple. I didn't play a couple of them, but I love the series.
I have to say that my favorite of the series is Part 2. I fucking something about like playing. I remember like when Part 3 came out, I was like, I'm gonna buy Part 2 because it was like $10. It was on the PlayStation, and it was like a 2D version, like just fucking flat out.
I hate it.
Cheesy as fuck. I thought it was so funny when you would pull people out of the car and you jump in the car and you take off because it's like a helicopter view. The whole game is about like a helicopter view, and it was so cheesy.
A little dot coming out of the car.
Yeah, it was so cheesy that I enjoyed it. It was fucking funny, and they even made that new game. What is it called? Hot something Miami.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, Hotline Miami is based on the original Grand Theft Auto, like because it was so funny. It was just like it was so cheesy, and they made a game out of that shit. But I fucking love that one. So I think I am gonna get Grand Theft Auto 5 because I know it got great reviews, and I guess I would like to play a gangster for once, a bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played a game recently where you play a bad guy. Where you play like, you choose to be bad or good, and you choose to, I'll shoot this
There's a couple games like
prostitute or
that.
not.
There's a couple games like that, but
I mean, Far Cry 4 looks promising, but I'm gonna wait till the reviews come in. Like I
Far
said,
Cry looks amazing. I've never played any of the series.
I never have either. I honestly didn't even ever. It never occurred to me to try Far Cry until
Me
now.
neither. Me neither. But everybody's always been raving about it, and the new one just looks fucking badass. So I'm gonna get Far Cry. I definitely am. There's Bloodborne. Definitely looks good. There's Rainbow Six Siege. Looks fucking amazing.
There's Assassin's Creed Unity.
Assassin's Creed Unity looks badass.
Which I know a lot of my gamers, the guys I play online with, I know that they're excited for. Sam specifically, I know he's super excited for.
What's the other one that's kind of like Rainbow Six that's coming out?
I don't know, man.
There's one that kind of got put on the back burner, but it looked fucking awesome.
1886.
No,
that's the one that was put on the. That one just fucking dropped out of the.
Yeah, that one looked cool as fuck though.
And it's still in the works. I mean, people are they're still working on the game. It still exists. It's not like it's I forgot what the other game. Drive Club. Drive Club is the game that I think it's on indefinite hiatus. But this 1886
had a lot of problems. That's why.
Yeah, it has a lot of potential. I just don't think I think they talked so much out of their ass when this game wasn't even ready to go, that they couldn't promise it, and they knew they couldn't promise it. They knew they couldn't pull it off. What they promised. They knew they were gonna let a lot of people down, especially because people that play racing games, that's all they play. It's like people that play sports games. That's the only reason they play they buy a PS3 or PS4 or Xbox or whatever system they use specifically to play. Hey, I want to play just Madden. Every time I watch people, like when I see on my friends list, oh, this guy's on. He's always fucking playing Madden, or he's always playing a racing game. That's just their thing. It's like Call of Duty. Like, it's just their thing.
Uncharted. I'd never really stuck with the series.
4?
I played a couple games, and it looks fucking amazing. I want to play that game.
The creators from Last of Us took over that series.
God, Last of Us.
I haven't even played that game yet.
Oh God, I daily I miss that game. Daily, I wish there was more content. I'm gonna play it again.
Isn't there more content?
There's like multiplayer and shit like that, but the game, the story, I want the movie to be out already. I want a TV series. I want that game is just.
Well, they're
incredible.
making a movie.
They're making a movie.
I mean, they have to.
Oh, and the guy from The Last of Us, the main guy, Joel, the guy that plays him. I forgot his fucking actual name.
I know what you're talking about. He plays Batman too.
And he plays the main character in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
His name's escaping me, but it's gonna.
He's awesome.
Me.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, he does. He's really well known in the video game
world.
industry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like one of the most popular guys. He plays Batman's voice, man, in the fucking series.
Stay down. Justice.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to a lot of the games, specifically Smash Brothers. As far as now, I got Call of Duty. I think I'm pretty done with all the PS4 games. I mean, I might get Far Cry. I'm not sure yet. Like again, I'm gonna wait till the reviews fly in, but I know that they're doing a Walking Dead collection.
I'm not down with Walking
I
Dead.
loved it. I loved it.
It looked so horrible. And
it's almost
Batman.
like it's
Batman too. Batman Arkham
Oh,
Knight.
Arkham Knight.
God,
That
that
shit's
game looks
around
amazing.
November, right? Late November, early
June,
December.
June.
They
pushed back.
They pushed back.
Yeah, June.
I didn't even know that shit.
Fuck it, I'd rather have a good game pushed back than a horrible game for starters. The Witcher looks good. The Division, that's the one.
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Clancy's
that one
Division,
looks fucking
that looks
awesome.
fucking
That's one of
badass.
the games when I saw the when they introduced the PS4. What was that shit called?
Oh, it was like one of the.
It was one of the launching games that
Yeah.
they showed a trailer for.
It was to get you hyped.
Yeah,
and it looked good.
and I
And it
gotta
kinda
say
fell
that
off.
was the only game in
Got you
the
excited.
the series that caught my attention. And I'm not a Tom Clancy's fan. Period. Like
Me neither,
like,
but it looks
like
good.
Those games, at least, I'm not a Tom Clancy's fan. But that game just looks so fucking promising, and it's more like an RPG than it is a shooter. You know that, right?
Yeah, I heard about that. Dying Light too. Dying Light looks
I know.
fucking good.
I know
as
they're
a zombie
making
game.
Final Fantasy 15. Dying
Yeah.
Light, yeah, the parkour zombie game.
Yeah.
I hope that game turns out as good as I want it to be.
Same
I
here.
hope it's not as shitty as Dead Island. Dead Island is always like, oh, it's gonna be the next best game.
It's because Dead Island's just more of a. Sorry about the guys. I keep hitting the table, but Dead Island's more of a just a funny casual gamer type video game. Just
yeah, it's just a run around, beat zombies up. I did
in
like
funny ways.
I did like Dead Rising 3. That's one of the games I want.
That's the one I'm talking about. Dead Rising. That's the one I'm talking about.
Dead Island. Dead Rising.
Dead Island looked good. I remember watching Zach play it.
Yeah. Dead Rising 3 was the one that came out for the Xbox and the Xbox One, and that's one of the reasons why I did want to buy it at the time. But after I saw the reviews and after I saw like the gameplay, it looked like it. Yeah, you're right. Like it's just one of those games you just run around and you beat them up. And another game like that is that new one that just came out, Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah. At first I was real jealous of the Xbox One that they had that game because it looked fun. But the more I see it, the more it just looks like it's the same shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit over and over. Like I haven't played it. I can't say like if that's what it looks like. It pretty much that's what it looks like. I haven't seen anything other than you upgrade your weapons and you run around and you still shoot the same guys
put
and
on costumes.
Yeah, like it's not like a story. Is there a story? I don't know. They never really emphasized that.
Like I said, it just looks like a casual gamers type game.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah. That's what they were aiming for was, hey, let's go back to
it looks fun. I mean, I'd buy it if it was cheap for a download or something like that.
The graphics and all that shit looks amazing, so you can't complain with that.
But next topic is we're going to get into Xbox versus PS4, the almighty PS4 versus the all shitty Xbox.
That's his opinion.
My personal opinion. To each their own. If you're watching and you like Xbox, my apologies. Not really. But you like what you like. You like what you like. This is just my opinion. Don't hate me. But honestly,
I'm not gonna say I choose Xbox over the PS4 or the PS4 over Xbox. I'm a gamer, and when it comes down to it, I'll just play any system that has good games. I don't think the fucking controller is clunky.
The controller is so clunky. It's
admit
fat and it's nasty.
I do admit that this is the best, hands down, best controller ever made for any system. God
sculpted this like the female body.
Even better than the GameCube and the N64 controller.
God made this right after he made Angelina Jolie.
Fuck.
God,
good looking.
She's so hot.
No, she's not.
God, okay.
That's a different topic. We'll hold that one out for the next one.
But this controller right here, the DualShock 4, fits so perfectly into your fucking hands. And the Xbox any Xbox controller is just so fat and clunky and nasty, and the D-pad, you can't in fighting games when you swipe down forward or down back to do a fucking combo or something like that, you can't do that swipe on the fucking Xbox. It's just clunky and it's nasty and it's very cheaply made, and the triggers are ugly and everything about that remote is just fucking filthy, and I don't
Do you know do you know if they still use batteries?
Yeah, in the next gen Xbox One fucking controller, they still use battery packs. Xbox, wake the fuck up! It's almost 2015, and you're still making people go out to 99-cent store to get batteries for the remotes. Come on!
It's not even that. I think it's like a money thing. Like it's probably, hey, we're still gonna go this route because batteries need to be sell, and the battery industry must pay them money. Like that's the only thing I can think of. The battery industry must pay them money for that kind of shit.
Because it's so huge.
Why not? Why not?
Of a business that they might do that, but no.
They do make wireless ones. So, don't they make ones with?
They're just cheap.
Well,
Microsoft
maybe
is cheap.
Microsoft owns money, or maybe
they're money-loving fucking scumbags.
They make money off batteries. Maybe they get a percentage. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, who knows? Microsoft
I don't know the real story
Microsoft has
to
their
that,
fucking finger in everybody's asshole.
I do gotta say, if I do get the Xbox One,
my stomach's turning just talking about that.
I do gotta say, if I do get the Xbox One, which if I do, now would be the time because they that $50 less.
He will no longer be my cousin. I would disown him as a cousin.
You don't get that privilege, bitch. But I gotta say, I would get it now because it's only $350. It's probably
of course they lowered it. Of course,
because they gotta make up for the money that they lost.
It's a cheaper system. Okay. Let's get into my reason real quick of why I hate Xbox. The reason why I hate Xbox is not only was I a fucking OG, original fucking gangster PlayStation playing motherfucker. I hate Xbox because starting off the first one, okay? Big fucking nasty box. You can move. When you move from your house to house, you can put your whole fucking apartment in this fucking box.
It was a PC, though. It's pretty much a PC, a portable PC. That's what it was.
They tried doing that, but no, it wasn't. And
it kind of was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because it had more power than the PlayStation did.
No, it didn't. It's never had more power. It's never, ever, ever, ever in its life had more power than the PlayStation. ever. Maybe than the PlayStation 1.
That's your opinion.
Maybe than the PlayStation 1. No, it's not
yeah,
opinion,
the
it's facts.
PS1, the PS1.
Okay, well, yeah, it came out way after.
Xbox.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, yeah. It came out way after the PS1. Okay. All right. Big, clunky, nasty, fucked up, ugly box. All right, sitting there. Big, clunky, nasty, ugly, cheaply made controller. Fucking dish trays and fucking nasty and worse resolution, worse fucking FPS, worse everything. Breaks easily. 360 battery packs, wireless adapters, fucking dish trays that break easily. The red ring of death because they knew they had a faulty item, so they fucking put the red ring of death in. And that happened how many times? How many times did the red ring of death happen? I heard countless times from friends, personal accounts, and on the internet, the red ring of death happening over and over and over. My PS3 has been on 24/7, almost 24/7 for the past 7 years, and it still runs like day one out the box. Come on.
I can see that.
Come
I can see
on.
that. But I'm saying,
And they had wired from the old school 360 all the way now, old school, from last gen's 360 to now the Xbox One. They still have wireless headsets. They still have wired controllers if you don't want the battery pack. This fucking Xbox is a fucking piece of shit console. But
they still make a lot of money because they
of course,
also
because
have
you got
PC.
fucking mindless assholes going out and shut up and take my money. Fucking here, it's a trend now to fucking get an Xbox. Xbox, all right. My argument's all over the place because of how much hate I have for it. But listen, Xbox pays millions for advertising, right? They buy off actors. They buy off fucking subway station fucking advertising. They buy off everything. They're in every commercial, okay? And they still don't sell as much as the PlayStation. Why? Because the PlayStation knows they don't have to advertise. They're a great system.
It's because the fans know.
Yeah, because
the
the
people
fans know.
they're not fooled no more.
They're not fooled no more. They know. PlayStation has had so many people come over from Xbox because of Xbox One.
That's true. That's something I've noticed. Is a lot of Xbox fans have gone over to the PS4.
Simple things
whether they like it or not, they did transfer over. Something made them choose their mind.
Something as simple as the PlayStation camera. I mean, the cameras that you get with your consoles.
Oh, the Kinect. I heard the Kinect is a 24-hour Kinect. Like, you have to have the Kinect connected 24/7.
And it has to be, you have to check into the internet once a day.
Is that a thing? I forgot. I remember hearing about that shit.
I don't know if they buffed that. I don't know if they fixed it, but yeah, they had that. And
and then the shared play. That's something that, does Xbox, I think they avoided that, but that was one of...
They avoided that, but they wanted... Basically, it was a Russian fucking video game console where you couldn't do shit.
Console.
It was a communist console. You couldn't do shit.
They wanted you to do what they tell you to do.
You had to check in once a day. You couldn't take your video game over to your buddy's house and play it at his house. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't fucking do anything. It's a next-gen console with battery packs.
Okay,
fuck. The PlayStation 3 didn't even have battery packs, and you're next-gen and you have battery packs? The fuck out of here.
Besides all that nonsense, you gotta admit that they got some pretty good.
They have like one or two video games that I want.
Nah, there's a couple more.
No, it's just like one or two that
there's
I want.
Halo.
Promise. Fuck
Halo. Well,
fuck Halo.
You never tried it, but Halo.
I tried it. Fuck Halo. That's
Halo's
the reason why
fucking
I touched
awesome.
Xbox in the first place. My boy had the very first one.
Halo's really cool, and I'm looking forward to that game.
Master Chief
If I do buy the Xbox, it's only gonna be for exclusives.
Look at Xbox.
Just like
hey,
I do
we're
with the
losing
Wii
out
U.
on everything. We're gonna bring back our only video game that's sold.
PlayStation does the same shit. Last of Us? That game just came out a year ago.
It just came out though.
Yeah, but they were like,
bringing it back. Halo
it's a money
old
grabber. They were just there. It was a money grabber. They just said, hey, let's just fucking upgrade.
Hey, let's bring back the one fucking video game that this console's ever had.
Uncharted. They're doing the same thing with Uncharted.
What are they doing?
Uncharted. I think Uncharted 1 or 2 they're redoing too.
They're remastering?
Yeah. What about Grand Theft Auto 5?
Only because it looks good.
What about Grand Theft Auto 5?
Just came out.
Exactly. So they're
Looks
just pushing
good.
over because they know people are gonna buy
Looks
it.
good.
It's a money grabber thing. They're just gonna try to make a quick buck, and it's easy for them to just.
Okay, camera wise. Here's fucking okay. I'm gonna do a comparison. Here's PlayStation 4 camera.
You're gonna get so much hate.
Here's the fucking Kinect. All right, that is fucking ridiculous, and it's not even a ridiculous comparison. The PlayStation 4 camera is little. It's like less than an inch.
Camera.
It's not the best.
I still don't even like it.
It's not the best camera, but you know what? It works. It does the job. It's about less than an inch fucking thick on all sides. It's about 5 inches long like this, like Eddie's pee-pee, a little thing, and the fucking Connect is a big fucking nasty fat fucking box and it doesn't even work. They took it out. And even though they took it out of their bundle, they're still charging $100 for the Connect by itself. When the PlayStation 4 camera is $50.
I think the best thing that PlayStation did was take out the camera from the system and
sold
made
it
it
separately from the
$100
get-go.
less.
And even though it's only $50.
And they underestimated it because I know that was one of the first things that sold out.
Oh yeah,
It sold out more than the controllers did.
Yeah, I bought the console.
For the first 6 months, it was like that.
I bought the console, and then I think a month later I bought the camera, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm not gonna fucking throw it out of like the idea that I might not get an Xbox. I might consider it in the long run. Now would be a good time because it's only $350. You see, people. Not all people with glasses are smart.
But I guarantee you that this is not something they're gonna go back on. They're probably gonna make a lot of money from it going to $350, and they're probably gonna just keep it there. Like why?
You know where they're gonna get it. You know where they're gonna get it. They're gonna stay at $350 or go to $300, and they're gonna get a lot of money. You know why? Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people that can't afford the $400 console.
Well, if Xbox goes lower and PlayStation or Sony starts seeing that, hey, we're losing money now, then they're gonna drop it down. I mean, they're gonna have to eventually.
It's so close to Christmas. Parents are gonna go for the cheaper console.
Which is the Nintendo, if you want to go that route.
True.
Which Nintendo's only $300, and
I've
you get 2
wanted
games
Nintendo
with
Wii.
it.
I never got it, but I've always wanted
the Wii U is so amazing. Even I still don't understand how they don't consider it the next gen console. How is it not a next gen console? It got a 1 year head start.
It's a better console than Xbox.
And it's HD graphics. It's fucking.
I said it.
It is.
It's
would
way more fun.
I would
way
even
more fun.
say
It's way more reliable.
I spent the past 2 years playing all those games that come out on that system. I've beat from. I've played the game from front to back. Like I got every single coin, every single secret door. I invest so much time in Nintendo games, whereas if I play PlayStation games, or if I were to get Xbox or PC games, I just play most of the time multiplayer. There's a couple games like Tomb Raider that I played, and make the Lego superhero game, the Marvel superheroes. That game I loved it, and it's because it's like all my favorite superheroes in this fucking game, But as far as PlayStation goes, like I just play multiplayer, so I use the Wii U to play stories, to enjoy my nostalgia in many ways.
But that's what it is. That's my opinion on Xbox, and you can write about me in the comments all you want. I'll be smiling, not gonna fuck.
I'll consider it though.
I will
consider
like Xbox whatsoever. If you like Xbox, that's your thing. I'm doing Sloppy Bukaki gave me a $10 gift card Xbox giveaway that I'm going to be doing on my Twitch. You can check it out. Let me know in my Twitter at twitter.com/sixbeast if you have an Xbox, and follow me on Twitter. On Twitch, and I'll consider you for the giveaway, because I don't know many people who like Xbox that are on my followers. But that basically concludes the second episode. So thank you guys for watching. And
you can follow us at twitch.tv/Ninteddy, NINTEDDIE, and for him it's twitch.tv/sixbeast. That's SIXXBEAST. You can also check us out at Twitter at The Power Up Show.
The Power Up Show.
At The Power Up Show.
And YouTube.com, as you're already on, but if somebody shared this, it is youtube.com/Power Up Show. And you could hit me up on Twitter, twitter.com/sixbeast, and him up at twitter.com/Ninteddy.
And also stop by at the Patreon and show some love by donating a couple dollars to help improve our streams.
Everything helps.
And anything helps. And
especially if it's all collectively and you guys are all supporting.
Yeah,
we'll make this so much better for you guys, and we'll be doing giveaways on here too.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys help us out, we also offer other things too. So if you give us a couple dollars, we will offer you
sex.
We'll
offer you the sex.
No, actually, that is not valid.
What's up, baby? Look
Nothing illegal.
Oh,
but yeah,
I'll prostitute for Patreon. Fuck it.
You heard it first here.
You heard it
on
first,
YouTube.
baby. What's up? I'm sexy. The bearded beast, baby.
All right, guys.
All right, check you on the next one.